Hi, and welcome to another Monday Mortgage Moment. I know there's been a bit of a gap there, but kids are back in school, life's getting back to some sort of normalcy, and I wanted to get started again on our Monday Mortgage Moments. So if you were following my page over the weekend, you might have seen an article that I shared that talked about the potential of the government removing the primary tax capital gains exemption on primary residences. So right now, the way the rule works is that if you sell a property, but that property has been your primary residence or your home, you're not subject to pay tax on the increase in value of that property. Whereas if you owned another property like a cottage or a rental property, if you sell that property but you've experienced an increase in value, so therefore you've made a profit, that profit is actually taxable. So one of the things that the article talked about is the fact that with all of the benefits and all of the programs that the government has put in place over the last 6 months to help with the challenges of COVID-19, they need to come up with ways to deal with that deficit that they've incurred. So one of the things that I've heard talked about quite a bit by different financial professionals is the potential that they could remove the exemption on primary residences. So what this could mean for you is if you sell your primary residence, so let's say you bought your house 10 years ago for 300,000 and you decide that you're going to sell it now and the value is 700,000, right? You've incurred a gain or a capital gain on that property of $400,000. So the way the capital gains tax works is 50% of that, so half of that gain gets added onto your income in the year that you earn it, and then gets taxed at your marginal tax rate. So in that particular example, if you sell your house and you make a $400,000 profit, that's an additional $200,000 that now becomes taxable income for the year. That could have huge consequences for many Canadians, right? Especially for a lot of the older generation that may not have pension plans, or maybe they were a one income family and the value in their home has been sort of their forced savings for retirement. Having to pay tax on 50% of that gain is going to take a huge chunk out of those earnings and could really cause some challenges for people that don't have a lot of savings put aside for retirement. Now, I mean, I will preface again, this is only something that's being contemplated. It has not been announced. It has not been put into law. But it is an active conversation going on in Parliament right now. So I think it's good to be aware that this could potentially happen and what the impacts could be. Short term in the real estate market, I think if they do put this law in effect, I think it's going to cause a lot of people to choose to sell their homes before the effective date comes into play, because if you do it now before the rule takes effect, you don't have to pay that. You don't have to pay that tax. So I think a lot of people are going to force sell their homes to realize that value increase and then potentially buy something else. Once they've done that, however, I can see the real estate market really stagnating, which is going to cause future economic issues down the road. So just a quick Monday Mortgage moment. I wanted to make you aware that something like this happening is very much a potential. If you've got a financial planner that you trust, by all means sit down, make sure that you've got a solid plan in place, that you've got tax strategies and financial strategies to help you out no matter what kinds of things come into play. Hope you're having a great Monday. Thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions about home ownership or mortgage financing, please reach out. Always happy to talk to you.